Alright, so I'm recording. Hello YouTube, hello everyone. The first thing I want to acknowledge is the fact that the music is a bit different than usual. It's a bit different than usual because it's been a very tiring time for me. I've been moving, therefore the non-existence of the previous Sweden review for the previous month, and therefore I'm doing a joint Sweden review episode that contains both August and September. I've been moving. I do not have a lot of time. I estimate that I try to keep track of roughly how long it takes me to do this. And this specific review had a lot of content because I went to Terra, and after Terra there were 2 Stockholm locals that were huge that I had to do myself. And I also had to catch up on Terra, the Scara tournament, and yeah, it was just a very long sheet to work on. I estimate, so the first time I timed it and it took me 10 hours. That's how much the timer told me I went on for, and I was not even halfway done. So I estimate that this review, at least the sheet portion of the review, took me about 25 to 30 hours. And considering the fact that I haven't had a lot of time to do anything except move, it's a pretty big commitment, and yeah. Let's just leave it at that. So either way, that's where I have been. That's why I'm doing August and September together, and also why we're listening to more chill music, which I hope won't get copyright struck on YouTube because I make 0 money out of it. Alright, so welcome to SSBU Sweden Review number 7. That contains August plus September, plus I've been moving apartment, plus I'm tired, plus not a lot of time, plus low quality, plus please don't hate me, plus I just wanted to go to a major, plus it wasn't even good, plus L plus ratio, plus edition. Terra, I did not enjoy very much, but yeah, these are the reasons listed very briefly as to why time is valuable to me right now. But either way, as per usual, let's just review what Sweden in Review is for the people who don't watch it all that often. What is Sweden in Review? Thank you for the sub, Mr. Balibo. Sweden Review is a monthly recap of the Swedish Ultimate scene, which aims to highlight fun numbers and statistics. The goals are to be more aware of what is going on in the country in a fun way, to catalog just how active Sweden is with the game, collect data for regional PR purposes, and collect data for Swedish PR purposes. A bit of a spoiler, I'm gonna talk about the Swedish PR later. So please don't leave. I need you here. So, the regions collaborating and their TOs, we have Örebro with Shmubi, Sloborob, Kobbe, and Johnny G. We have Skåne with the Psych and Pfeifre, Gotland with Ligrefet, Trollhättan with Logisticos and Stig, Halmstad with GCK Phoenix, Denmark, Amon Metal Heddy, Linköping with Cloudberry, Craftersman, Butterfly, Jason, Ramsey, and Kimoy, Stockholm with Jeros, Mixtape, Hippo, Grimdeath, Sunny X Magas, Skara with Jelchi, Trasiga Skor, Jönköping with Dato King and Serendipity, Luleå with Gogong, Peanuts and Gibbles, Göteborg with Greppe and Time Balloon, PTO with Crowfax, Gogong and Vulcan, Västerås with Ains and Leaf, Skellefteå with Robwin, Crowfax and Gogong, and Cillian helping with data statistics for Skellefteå, Umeå, who is run by Copster, and Uppsala, that is run by Uber. Nothing new here. If this is the first time you've seen this presentation, this might be new to you, but otherwise I repeat this every presentation. So, let's get started. How many tournaments? In August and September combined, there were 34 tournaments in which Swedes are present, 33 without Terra. This would be an average of 17, slightly lower than those in July. The month ended on a Saturday, however, so there were -2 tournaments from both Stockholm and Scara. Kristineberg in Stockholm and Scara had their own local. There were 6 tournaments held in Linköping, 4 of them held in Gotland, Stockholm and Göteborg, 3 held in Malmö and Halmstad, 2 in Trollhättan and Skara, and 1 in Örebro, Västerås, Skellefteå, Uppsala and Umeå. And of course, Terra. So, let's do the rundown of results. Linköping had an average player count of 13. The first tournament won by Jason, Dynamite second, Crucix third, with a speeding factor upset of 2 winning over Kimoy. Second tournament at Cloudberry taking it over Craftersmannen in an upset, who himself upsetted Jason this tournament, and Reclemen had seeding factor 5 upset getting third, which, by the way, I also want to point out is the best seeding factor upset for the entirety of the 2 months, and therefore Rekleman had the best run in a tournament of the past 2 months. Captiusmannen took the third tournament, winning over Jason with seeding factor upset of 1, Nerthy getting third. I won the fourth one, Clubberry getting second, winning over Brain Fog for perhaps the first time. The fifth tournament had Brain Fog winning it all, Jason getting an upset seeding factor of 1 over Captiusmannen for 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Clubberry got first in this tournament, Crackleman second with seeding factor upset of 2, beating Brain Fog. So let's move on. We have Gotland with an average participant number of 9. First tournament won by Kaffe Mug, Liggerfett and Lee second and third. Kaffe Vog won the second one, with Jolt and Liggerfett second and third. Kaffe Mug won the third one, Oliastic and Liggerfett second and third. And Kaffe Mug also won the fourth one, with Jolt and Oliastic getting second and third. Stockholm at an entrance average of 31.5. I also want to point out that the event at Webhallen was not counted for any kind of PR value, because for as fun as it was, the conditions weren't appropriate for PR. But as far as I know, they aim to do this kind of collaboration again, because Webhallen were really nice hosts. The first tournament saw Rage win over Bali and Zuri, and Zuri getting second. Bali was seeding factor upset of 1 over Mint and Zuri getting third. Zuri was seeding factor upset of 2, winning over both Rage and Mint. And then there was Schmixtape and myself getting second over Rage with seeding factor upset of 1. This was my comeback tournament. No, my second comeback tournament after what happened in Scara, but we do not talk about what happened in Scara because I did not practice for months before that. So I take no responsibility. We have Yotevar with an 8 average person. The first tournament won by me after the Scara flop. Marwin and Refuse getting second and third, whether we had Time Balloon, Crown, and TG getting first, second, and third. TG with a seeding factor upset of 2 over both Grepper and Death, who were seeded above him, or them. Crown, Munduso, and Bice got first, second, and third. Munduso with a seeding factor upset of 1, and Bice with a seeding factor upset of 1, winning over Munduso in winners, but then losing in losers. Balloon, Refuse, and Crown got first, second, and third at the latest tournament. We now have Malmo, with an average attendee count of 14.67, and the first tournament recorded had Pfeiffer win the whole thing, Leoven getting second, and Nurga Lurga getting third, with seeding factor upset of 3 over Blood Orange, Scrub, and GCK Phoenix, who were all seated above him. Bambi, Pfeiffer, and the Psych got first, second, and third at the second tournament recorded, with Bambi upsetting Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, Leoven, and the Psych was the results for the next one. We go over to Halmstad with an average attendee value of 7, with Melo taking the first place, GCK Phoenix and Satar second and third. The second tournament had the Psych winning it all, winning everything, with Melo getting second and Phoenix getting third. The third tournament had Melo getting first, with Tobios with a seeding factor upset of 2, winning over Oliver Diz, and Urga Lurga as third. Tarleton with a 22.5 average because of 2 big events that happened there. Stig, Klacken, and Munduso finished in that order. Klacken with seeding factor upset of 3, winning over Trump, and Munduso with seeding factor upset of 1. And then we had the most recent tournament, which saw Stig win against Time Balloon on a seeding factor upset of 1, and Winey getting third with a seeding factor upset of 1 over Logisticals. Upset of 5. We now have Scara. Scara had 2 big tournaments, although you probably only know of one of them. Obviously, the first one was the one we all know, which was the Scara VLAN, I think it was called, which makes Dave winning it all, KP second, and Pfeiffer third, seeding factor upset of 1 over Rage. I never will remember this tournament. And then we had a Uni tournament that opened up as part of the Uni program, I believe. There was some kind of introduction tournament. But either way, Max saw first place, Saul getting first place, Black got second, Shiny third. And then we go to the events that only had one tournament. Orebro with an average attendee of 13, seeing Loki getting first, Nico getting second, and Grodanbol getting third with a CD factor upset of 1 over Shlovorov. Desteros an attendee count of 10, with Loki getting first over Voltruffle and an upset, and Ichi getting third with an upset over Neto Nixon. who left the had 12 entrants, with Kluwer getting first with a seeding factor upset of 2, winning over Sluglarn twice and Zerian once, which are the second and third places, respectively. We now have Uppsala with an attendee count of 19, which saw Smixtape winning it all over Rage and Bali. We have Umeo with Schlaka winning the whole thing with a seeding factor upset of 2, winning after Sluglarn and Kluwer, respectively, for second and third. And now we have Terra. I spent a few, like 20, 30, 40 minutes, I don't know, compiling this or whatever. This is the result, and I just wanna go from the bottom, at least note the interesting ones. The color coding is as follows: the green are wins, the reds are losses, and the blues are DQ wins. I think that we can just highlight the impressive ones and a bit of the sad ones. Well, some of the sad ones contain KP and Schwickstape losing 1 game away to Leon and Spargo, Vince and Polocon respectively for top 64. And then we had the people who made it actually through, which were Time Balloon and Chongus. Time Balloon winning over Muck, I believe it was, which for some, Muck to get into top 64 and then losing to Tariq, I believe. And then we add the massively impressive run Chongus took us through, winning over Hato, Guiton, Zartsu, Bakus, but most importantly, Lugi, Orion, Jaka, Krepsali, and Bassmage. You know, if you told me a year ago that Chongus would go to an event and just destroy some of the top European players, with some of them being Lugi and Krepsali, considering the fact that a year ago I had a positive win record against him, I just don't know what to say, dude. It is to no one's surprise that I very much dislike Steve, and that I'm a very big supporter of getting him out of here. This said, that is frankly insane. With a performance of 6, getting 7th, seeded 51st, winning through so many people, I have nothing to say except congrats. So, a small applause to Big Chongus, because holy moly he did well. I also lost my voice screaming Big Chongus, but that's another topic for another day. So, General Tournament Trivia. The highest number of attendee tournaments. Scara was first, Stockholm was second, and Charlatan was third with 43, 35, and 25 attendees, respectively. Of the tournaments that had more than one, of the scenes that had more than one tournament, Scara, Stockholm, and Trollhättan were first, second, and third in number of attendees, with Scara having 35, Stockholm 31.5, and Trollhättan 22.5. I agree with you, KP. His losers one was insane, yeah. In terms of highest cumulative attendees, keep in mind that we are recapping two months. So Stockholm is winning by 126 attendees, Linköping 78, and Scara 70. And then I also want to point out that Stockholm and Scara are missing one tournament because of the end of the month. Sunday happened on the 1st of this month, so therefore it's a bit shifted. Tourneys would be then 36 with Terra, which would mean an 18 average, which would still be 2 less than what happened in July. So we can say that the amount of tournaments is going down slightly for now. In terms of attendee average, you can't see all of it, but I can just tell you what it says. That the average attendees was 15.85 in July. It's 15.85, in July was 15.9, and Terra actually raises the average. So in general, Sweden is losing a tiny bit of attendees, but a marginal amount. Okay, here we go, the pop quiz. Person with most tournaments. Who do you think has the most tournaments total and the most tournaments in August plus September only? So let's start with most tournaments total. Who do you think has the most tournaments total? I would like to remind you that the last winner was Toby. He's always been the winner. Toby has always been the winner of every single iteration. Any guesses? Any guesses? Schmicks? Right. Bali? Nah. So the story with this is that from the moment that Sweden in Review started, Toby started to go everywhere. From the beginning of the year, Toby just started driving to literally every tournament known to man. And then, a month ago, no, 2 months, maybe 3 months ago, let's say, he got a girlfriend. And holy, the girlfriend nerf, insane girlfriend nerf. Absolutely insane girlfriend nerf. To the point where people started to catch up. And to this day, we now have a new winner. Tree with 29 tournaments. The girlfriend nerf has finally hit Toby, who is at 28. And I just don't know what to say. The girlfriend nerf is real. I don't know what to say. Like, there's just no other way of putting it. It's the girlfriend nerf. It's yeah. And I think what makes it even funnier, and I apologize to Tree if this is somehow offensive. This is not my intent. I believe that Tree actually broke up with. I hope the pronoun is his girlfriend a while back as well. And I think the fact that because of that, Tree has more tournaments than Toby is very funny. And I apologize if that offends anyone. That is not the point of it. I just think that the bit is very entertaining. Even though, of course, I do not wish anyone to be sad about any of this topic. Bali and the Mistas with 13. And in terms of out of region events in August plus September, we have Loki with 5, Kobe and Pipwolf with 4. I did not expect to even be remotely there, but somehow I've gone to 4 tournaments in these 2 months. And I can even name them. I went to the Scara tournament, I went to Stockholm, I went to Terra, and I went to Gothenburg. Those were all the tournaments I've done in 2 months. So the fact that I went to 4 tournaments and they were all out of country got me there. I don't know, it's very weird. But either way, there you go. That's the stats. So how alive is this country? How many unique players attended at least one event do you think from the beginning of the year? 461 was in July. How many more do you think we got? Let me just preface a bit of conditions. We had a tournament that was very big in Scara with a lot of newcomers because of the fact that there was a university opening. Why are you guys saying a number lower than 461? How can it possibly be lower when it's the unique players that attended from the beginning of the year? Huh? 491. Well, the answer is 572 players. From the beginning of the years, we've had 572 unique players attend at least one event within Sweden. Not all of them are Swedish, of course. Some of them are obviously from the other side of the Nordics, but it's kind of funny that, kind of impressive that we've had like half of 1,000 people play in a tournament in this country. I find that very impressive. So I am... Yeah, it's very odd, right? So about activity though, how many of these are active? Active is defined as the number of people who went to more than 2 tournaments. 2 tournaments in total. So the people who went to 1 tournament, 572. So now let's make it 2 people who are active. And I defined active as the people who went more than 2 tournaments. So what do you think this number is? 250? Cloudberry? That's a good guess, honestly. Very good guess. 50% is honestly a very good guess. 7,200? No, it is actually 233, which is 41% of the people who have entered an event. And I'll be completely honest, this number actually went down from 45 to 41 because of the Scara tournament, because there were a lot of newcomers in the Scara tournament. And if the Scara tournament wasn't there, we would be looking at about a 45%-ish activity rate for Sweden, which is, you know, it's not bad at all. It's not at all. I also want to point out that from the beginning of next month, I think I will make the activity clause 3 instead of 2, because it's almost the 11th month. It is going to be the 11th month, but yeah, with other one-shot tournaments, we actually have a pretty active scene. Agreed, it's a lot more active than I thought it would be. Obviously, defining that 2 tournaments is activity. But I would like to point something out. If you remember the long one I did, the long presentation Sweden review I did, I told you that there's a high correlation of people who... It works 2 ways. People who join twice are pretty much joining more than twice. And people who join... yeah, that's pretty much the correlation, right? So the people who join 2 tournaments at least already are very likely to join more than 2 tournaments. And so the curve ends up being kind of like a logarithmic curve, where the people who are going to 9 and 10 tournaments are obviously very little, because not because they're not active, but because they just have more activity, like more availability to do so. But yeah, so this number 233 will change very little if I were to make it 3 tournaments. My guess would be around about the 220 mark, 215 mark. That's, I think, how much it would change from 2 to 3. So how many people went to at least 1 tournament in August and September? Keep in mind that this is also the month with the one-shot tournaments, so it's 228, which is actually very high considering our previous endeavors. And I wrote it there, you can't see it, but I'll just tell you. It says new event in Scara is equal to lots of people who will probably only go once. So this number is very inflated. It's the way it is. We're still 233 active players, which is pretty sizable. So now we go. Imagine if we would compare to the first year of Ultimate. I am very curious to know, honestly, but we can never go back. So maybe Smash 6 comes along. Smash 6? Oh, dude. Anyway, most play characters with active players only. What is the most main character? What is the most main character, guys? What is the most main character? Aegis? No, it couldn't be! It's Aegis with 11, Cloud at 9, and Joker at 8. Even though I don't see a single fucking Aegis, I thought, dude, I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've seen an Aegis main myself. I am very confused. However, Johnny, keep this in mind, what you just said about Aegis. Keep this in mind. There's a reason I tell you to keep this in mind. Because this statistic is a bit wonky, and I'll show you just in a second. But either way, the most main character is Aegis with 11 representatives, and Cloud 9, Joker 8. Some TOs are changing characters because Aegis used to be 12 last presentation, so some things are changing, just very slowly. What about most secondary? Well, I'm not even gonna... It's Aegis. It's Aegis at 8, Marth at 5, and ZSS, Ridley, Byleth, Sora, and Roy all at 4. However, I would like to remind you what the definition of active is for the sake of the sheet. And the definition of active is the amount of people who went to at least 2 tournaments in this year. So what happens? Oh, sorry, main plus secondary, sorry. Aegis 19, Clouded 12, and Joker 11. It's not even close, right? It's pretty up there. But one last note. So let's do this, but for the people who went to one tournament these past 2 months. So let's just take this and give us an overview of what happens when you only of the people of this month went to a tournament. You won't be able to see it probably because my thing is obscuring it. However, stuff does change. Bowser, Cloud, Joker, they all have 8 players, and Aegis is at 5. So Aegis, you know the thing you just said about where is Aegis? Where the hell is it? Yeah, apparently it's not very active. It's only the people who don't play very often, supposedly, that play Aegis. And I suspect that if we were to reduce the amount of tournaments needed, increase the amount of tournaments needed to 3, we might actually see a shift in Cloud taking over Joker Aegis as the most played character. Aegis is, however, the most large played secondary, which is 9, and main plus secondary is 14. So again, I just want to point out that this thought you have about you don't see Aegis anywhere, there might be reason to believe that there's people who only played. You see your cut in Sweden, Swedish is in Sweden, being complimentary, Swedish Sheen, things change. But yeah, I have a suspicion that if we were to increase the amount of tournaments required to 3, we might see less Aegis and more Cloud as represented as a main character. Just a fun note. So then least played characters. The combination of the top 4 characters people play, the characters that only have a 1 on them. This is tournament only, if you didn't go, you're not included. We have Kirby, Peach, Ices, Lucario, Me Sword Fighter, Duck Hunt, Wii Fit, Piranha Plant, Mega Man, and Corrin. And I would like to point out that the people in bold, the characters in bold are characters that are mained, while Me Sword Fighter and Corrin are only secondary, even though there's one of them only. We have T2 in Linköping for Kirby, Bali for Peach and Stockholm, Smasher 89 from Scara for Ices, Floppy, Lucario, Nashi for Duck Hunt, Bambi for Malmo, Robwin for Piranha Plant, and Shmooby for Mega Man. Shmooby is a mini Mega Man, he's back to Terry. Ah, dude, he has to change it then! He has to change it! He has to change it. He's the one in charge of his own sheet. So he changed it to Mega Man. Not I. He played Mega Man in online tourney this week. Oh shit! Johnny! And then we have the characters that aren't played at all, which is Chrom, voice played but different enough, Villager, and Dr. Mario. Right, so this concludes the first section of this presentation, and I would like to go into, first of all, it's a bit short, I'm aware, there's not a lot of comparison to previous editions, I just did not have the time. However, one thing that I would like to note on is that I want to talk about the Swedish 2023 PR. And yeah, so let's just start off by saying that if you saw my Sweden 2022 PR video, you would know that I wasn't too happy with the method. I was not too happy with the method. And the main critique that I had were 2 of them. The first one was avoiding the PR being made last second. And I would like to say it right now that I want to start taking charge of it. And start now. This time not pip rank, but actual PR. And I would like to follow it up by saying that if there's anyone that wants to oppose me on this, you can feel free. However, considering that last year nothing got done except for a few amount of people that decided to do it last second, I don't think anyone's going to oppose me. So I'm gonna start doing it. However, I would like to tackle the second issue. The second issue being, my main complaint is that the decision of those who are part of the board, and therefore being assessed by people the community didn't get to choose themselves. How do I want to tackle this? First of all, let me answer to Johnny. Chunkus, Mix, KP, Pfeiffer, Rage, Time Balloon, Bali, Pipwolf, Marvin, Max. Ah, that's probably right. Wait, Pfeiffer over Rage? Nah. Ah, actually. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see at the end of the year. I'm not the one. No. Anyway, let me continue. I want to tackle at least the main complaint I had, decisions who are part of the board. Being suspect of people the community don't get to choose. I'm a big fan of democracy. A very big fan of democracy. And I think I did a pretty decent job with the PIP rankings, even though they were not official. And therefore, what I would like to pitch is the following idea. I had many considerations, but you can't see it, but I will just move myself quickly. The main one is sending a form that every player can answer, every single player in Sweden can answer it, denoting who they wish to elect from their own region to be part of the board. Everyone will only have one vote, it will be locked by email, I will be able to see who it is voting, and I will want everyone to elect one person from each region to be on that board. And afterwards what's going to happen is a ballot-like thing that I will come up with a better later. But what the main goal of it is that I want the results that someone brings up to me to be the reflection of what your scene thinks is good. I don't think democracy matters at all for PR. I disagree. I heavily disagree. Because democracy means that people are able to elect people who they think would be unbiased and objective in selecting their decision. And I think that is something we might have missed in the last PR. And therefore, I want people to be aware of what is going on and be involved in the process this way. This is my attempt to remove bias. And my attempt for each scene to have a say. And this is how I'm going to do things unless someone objects. And if someone objects and they want to take over the project, then they can feel free. I'm not going to push further. But this is how I want to tackle things. And I think it has potential to be very proper. There are 16 regions plus myself. And therefore, with this, there are 17 people, which is an uneven number. I would like to say that I am not going to be part of it unless there is an uneven number of people total. I am going to remove myself completely. I'm going to remove myself completely. If there amounts to be a 22 amount of people, an even amount of people, I would remove myself like I did with PR. I mean, it's impossible to remove bias now since people are inherently biased towards their own region. It helps a lot when people don't have any stake in what the PR is. And the PR should be a reflection of what the player base thinks the PR should be. And I think that is key. Because I understand we're a small region. I understand that completely. But I think the board made up of people that either have no interaction with Ultimate, B, have no interaction with the Ultimate community, or C, our PR material is biased. And I want to reduce this as much as possible. And I would like to say that the attempt of making people vote on a representative is to vote on a representative who is willing to either be extremely unbiased or reflect the thoughts of your scene. So people would be consciously voting on someone they think is appropriate for the job. That is pretty much that. And I think that is pretty good as a system. Because data is data and you're able to analyze it. But I think there are situations where your stake in it has a lot to say on the overall bias around it. And let's talk beyond the PR. So I've been thinking, I feel there's room of improvement of the scene in a way that benefits the players. I think there's a lot of room for Swedish Smash to increase in popularity and stake within itself, within Europe, and within the entirety of the Nordics. I think there's room for it to grow. And I think that one of the ideas I had was pitching having one main Twitch channel for all of Sweden for the sake of higher viewership. Higher viewership equals likely more viewers from out of country, and this could mean bigger events in the future. So, earlier today, I mentioned Italy and their site. That is one of the things I would like for the scene. Another thing that I brought up is the fact that they have mostly one Twitch channel called SBIT, which stands for Smash Bros. Italia. And what they do is that their tournaments all over the country kind of pivot towards Spit as a streaming platform every time a tournament is on. They have 3 channels, Spits 1, 2, and 3, where the Spit 1 is used as the main channel for the bigger regions, and 2 and 3 are used for smaller regions. And when there are big regionals, Spit 1 is the main stream, Spit 2 is the side stream, and Spit 3 can be either the side stream or a stream of another region playing at the same time. And I think that this actually would increase viewership because Italy regularly has about 80 viewers in their big Milan regionals. Their big Milan regionals are equivalent to RPXBs. And RPXBs hit about, 40, 35 viewers at a time? Maybe sometimes 60 on a good day? And I think it would help a lot with boosting lower viewership of weaker scenes, or at least less popular scenes, and it would boost a lot having one channel that people can just go to when they want to see Smash in Sweden. And that's only step 1. I have plenty of other things to think about. I've also been thinking of other things. For example, following through the player to TO pipeline and hosting my own tournament with a different prize. Which would be a sponsorship for out-of-country tournaments. The prior goal, the higher viewership, would lead into getting sponsors to finance this thing. So, how can I put this? I have been thinking of ways in which I would be able to funnel money from sponsors from higher viewership into people going out of country, giving more exposure to Sweden, kind of like Chungus, by the way, who is now very popular, and then they watch us play. And then rinse, repeat. For now, this is an idea that I had within Sweden. However, my very ambitious ass has not an expectation, but a thought of expanding it to the rest of the Nordics. However, we don't get into that yet because that is nowhere here or there. I contacted no one. I thought about it with no one. So, for now, just know that I am aiming to somehow, with collaboration from people who know this better than I do on how to make websites and whatnot, to increase the amount of viewership by making channels for specifically for Sweden. I think that is step 1. And then I would like to also host an event. We'll see about specifics, but for now, that is all you need to know. I'm not sure about this event, when it is, what it is. I know what the prize is going to be, however, which is sponsorship for out-of-country event. That is what I've been thinking. And with that, I believe that is everything, actually, from the Sweden interview. Are there any questions regarding either the presentation itself, my PR ideas, or beyond the PR idea? Any questions? Any questions? PR good, share channel good. So would every scene in Sweden have one PR panel rep, regardless of size? Yes. Yes. That is my take on that. Where do I sign up for development? Just develop. I think that excluding people would make it less involved for people. Because the alternative that I was thinking about is having only the TOs of the regions, of the players who are more likely to make the PR be there. But I feel that is way too biased. And if you have more TOs per the size of your country, I think at that point you're not being very fair. I have a decent amount of server power sitting idle if we need to host websites. Why? Why? I think that this idea I have of making a panel, so a ballot. The end result is going to be a ballot. However, the fact that we're going to have 16 people who are going to be objective, or at least elected to be objective for the PR, would boost us into being unbiased, or at least less biased than we could otherwise be. Onboarding most regions might be a struggle. Maybe. Maybe. I have contact with every TO. Should be to put out the most engaged and experienced, skilled in PR making in it. I think we should have the faith in people not being biased regardless. And I disagree. I disagree because I was a part of the previous PR panel by doing statistics, but I know a lot that went on in it. And I don't think it is possible to not have bias in it. Because yes, in the end it's just making numbers. But then why not give it to a statistician instead? Why are we the ones making it and not the statistician we pay money for? I think there is a level of involvement that needs to be required to be part of the PR making, whilst also being unbiased and objective in analyzing results. Because Scara stuff, I know Scara didn't want to use Scara or Twitch, and instead use their own branded Twitch. Okay, well, let's see who we can get on board. I don't know if we were able to get everyone, but we'll see. I'm pitching this idea for the PR. Considering the amount of effort that went last year for the PR at this stage of the year, I don't think anyone is going to oppose me taking charge of it. Without throwing any shots at anyone, because it was an annoying job that people didn't want to do. Yeah. Big viewership was DreamHack. We had to say 800 at one point. That was dope. And let me just raise you this, right? The reason why we had so much viewership is because it was DreamHack. And DreamHack shares a Twitch, as far as I know, with every other DreamHack, as far as I know. Imagine that, but on a smaller scale within Sweden. That is kind of the goal here. I think there's a lot of room for Swedish Smash to evolve. Maybe without me being a player anymore, but as a TO. And I feel there's potential. I feel there's potential. I was trying to think of ways to monetize it. I couldn't come up with anything proper, but I think the idea of self-fulfillment or self-stability is possible. There's a word that I'm... Sustainable. There you go. I think sustainability is possible. So that's my thoughts and my goals, and I've kind of emptied my thoughts. And with this, I think I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes for questions, or 8:50, and then I'm gonna move on to Twitch of the month. And let me tell you, this month was kinda dry. I think I've only had 4 people submit clips. So I decided to post a clip myself, which is not a clip, but it's funny. It's not a clip, it is not, but it is funny. And therefore, I included it. Alright. Let me just get ready for the Twitch clip of the month thing by closing out everything. Boop. And boop. Being robbed in France. No, that does not work, I'm afraid. Sorry. How did that end up, by the way? Did everything get resolved? I need another page that actually... Is everything gone? I think so. Yeah, he got fully refunded. Yeah, I thought so. Banks typically has insurance for this kind of stuff, so does not surprise me. Happy for him though, for sure. Alright. With this said, I think it is time for us to look at Clip of the Month. So, as per the new rules, everyone can submit more than 1 clip, and then I would eliminate the clips between each other. I will run polls here, based on the clip that is seen, and that's gonna be it. So, Cloudberry submitted 3 clips, so he's going to be eliminating himself. This is clip number 1. This is clip number 2. And this is clip number 3. As a point, I have not seen any of these clips. So I will have the same amount of involvement with these as you do. But I'm not gonna vote unless the number is even. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys hype? Yes, no? Are you guys ready for some clips? Let me pause that. There you go. Alright, let's do it. This is clip number 1. Submission Cloudberry. Oh, is he dead? No, not dead. Oh god, how is he robbing him at 27? No! This does not kill! He died! He wasn't even facing that way! No! He died at 27. Okay, well that's the first clip. We now have the second clip, and it seems like fucking Amir is just getting clipped. Amir is just the target of your bullying, it seems. So this is clip number 2. Not again. Okay, we're good. Man, that's just a ZSS clip, man. That's just a... that's not... it was a cool revenge read, to be fair. It was a cool revenge read. Sure, I'll give it to you. It was a cool revenge read. Alright, and then we have the third one. I guess the brain fog. Oh no. Is that the clip? Oh, it was a wall bounce, wall bounce. Okay. Okay. Wait. Wait, Brainfall got robbed. He parried it? Tried to punish, then got fucked. Well, my bad. Oh, flip kick. And then he died. That's fair. That's fair, that's fair. Alright, so let me open up a poll. Question: which Cloudberry clip? We have he died at 26. We have Nair down B revenge read, or we have flip kick bounce. Alright, here you go. I posted the poll. I posted a poll. You can see the poll. Cloudberry is a robber, I see. Seems like it that way. Seems like it to me. Is there anyone who's not able to access the poll? You can see the poll on the top. You do not have to write in the chat. You can see the poll. So far, I have 9 answers, pretty convincingly in number 1's favor. I had one more clip of robbing people, but I could only submit 3. Alright, go, give it to me. We don't have a lot of clips. Give it to me now. Send privately. DM me. I don't know where it is. Alright, well, that's that then. This clip wins. Cloudberry kick of the month. Alright. Well, the 26th clip won. Let's compete. Okay, you know what? Let me just do myself and let's do Truls. Let's do myself and let's do Truls. 2 random people. And then I do Bali and the psych after. So, let's start off with Truls. You guys ready? You guys hot? There you go. Down tilt to knock him off. Okay. Okay. Truls gets the jab on ledge. Oh my. Splatter bump footstool. Very good. Wait, it's not over? Okay.
bottom. I choose where you die. Your jump is gone, and so are you.
Okay.
Luigi has that super jump, but the regular jump not quite.
And then he just died.
Punch comes out for the first time this set. Connect.
Is it over?
Vertex, and let's see
Oh, he go grab. No. No. Oh, wait. Wait, how long is this clip? What the fuck?
To apply, especially when moments ago wrapping
Oh, okay, that was a very long clip, but I think it's the splatter bomb footstool. That's what he wanted to show. Oh, that's what they wanted to show. I didn't realize they go by they, so I will not make that mistake again. Alright. Interesting. So what they wanted to show was splatter bomb. I'm sorry, dude. Ah, there's just no. Okay. Well, that was the clip. That was the clip, and now we have my clip. You might have seen this already, and if you have not, I think the clip explains itself. He's the 15%. He got hit by fair, and he died. So I'm not sure what you think is best, but he got hit the 15, and he died. So so that's what happened there. That's what happened there. So let me just do a poll here. So question: which clip, splatter bomb or fair? I'm doing fair because the strong and it kills. True. So we have two clips. We have either splatter bomb footstool or the fair Buster Wolf shit. Fair is winning. Let's go. Let's go. My clip is winning. Oh. Oh. Will I get to claim? Will I get to claim like happiness here? Oh, let's go. Oh. Oh. It would appear that my clip is. Let's go. I've never actually submitted to this, even though it's my own thing. I'm down. How do you understrike? Oh, whatever. I'll just do this. I wanted to overwrite it, but oh, the fair is winning. Should I say Gotland Kiss for the next one? Go for it. If it's month, go for it. If they were done in the month in which the presentation is done, go for it. That's the only stipulation. They need to be done on the month. They need to be done on the month that I'm reviewing. Or months in this case. Alright, so I'm winning. Pog. I won one. That's insane. Now we have Bali and the Psych. So now we have Bali and we have the Psych. You can send them over. We can just do them all at once. Send them over if you want. Alright, so let's start with Psych. Sure. So actually, okay. You ready? This is the Psych clip. 3, 2, 1. So melee against Psych. Alright. There is no sound, or maybe there is if I... There we go.
Yeah, I can compensate alone.
Okay, let me go back. I didn't see. So.
And he does the...
Up air. Oh! Bomb, boomerang. Chuck bomb, recatch bomb, double jump bomb down into fair. Honestly, pretty cool. I like that. Kind of split second decision. I like that. I like that. And then we have Bali beating the plant allegations, apparently. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Down throw bear. Dog grabbed. Dash attacked. Oh! Oh! No. Wait, he lived! Whoa! No! He lives, and then he just down tilt F smash.
Oh my god!
Lamau. Alright. Paul. Question: which one? Down toss bomb fair or down tilt F smash? Alright, those are the two of them. So we have down tilt F smash or down toss bomb fair. I feel that this one is more funny than a clip. I think this is just funny, not really impressive, or like a clip, really. Whilst this one is actually cool because I just like the fact that Psyche decided to double jump at the very end. Because it does a jump to recatch it, double jump toss into fair. I think that's actually pretty cool. Cool decision making. But I will admit this is funnier. Sent to September ones? Where? Where at? Send it to me in DMs, if you can. In the sheet? Wait, what do you mean in the sheet? Oh no. You mean in the forms? But did you send it by form or? Aha, okay. Yeah, send it to me in DMs. Send it to me in DMs. Alright, what one? I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. Okay, down to that smash one. Okay. So the Psyche is eliminated. Cloudberry seems to have one more. So this will be bonus clip. You cannot get to vote for this one. You don't vote for this one. This is just bonus clip. This is bonus clip. Time for bonus clip. So Cloudberry 114, recommend a 14. A bunch of swing and a misses. Cloudberry off stage. No, not again. Oh, nice reset. Okay, now it worked. Nah, okay, okay. Fair, 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 fair. It's right here. It was a nice reset. I will admit it to you. It was a nice reset. Oh my god. What percent did he die at? 48. Because he reset it here. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so I think that this clip is like... If it wasn't for the fact that you are already winning, I think this would be good. But I think the other one is just highway robbery. So I think this one's better. I think the previous one is better. Race main tournament? Yeah, probably. Okay, let's see. We have Godland Guardians here. Oh. Okay, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So we're gonna eliminate them all at once. We're gonna vote for them all at once. Oh god. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna do this all at once. You guys ready? Alright, this is clip number 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Oh. And the spike as an edge guard. Is there more? No. Oh, okay. I thought he died again. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. So that's clip number 1. We get clip number 2 here. No. Okay. So so YOLO, so we have Spike, which is this one. We have Spike, which is this one. We have YOLO up B, which is this one. Let's look at this last one. Oh. Show Spike again? I'll show it to you. And then we have Yoink. Okay. Sheesh! Alright, so we have the Spike, which is this one. Man, Ken sucks so much ass. Alright, well, that's the Spike. So we have this one's the Spike. We have the YOLO B here, and then we have Sheesh. So those are the votes. So, okay, we do poll. Which one? We have Spike. We have YOLO up B, and then we have Sheesh. YOLO up B got on Yeet Smash. Wow. Alright, those are the options. We have Spike, YOLO up B, or Sheesh. It seems YOLO up B might be winning. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mr. Ligrefet. I am not gonna lie to you. However, as per the rules of this tournament, if the YOLO up B were to win, I would have to send the 50 crowns to Kaffemug, because he's the one who took the clip, who made the clip. So if he were to win the entire event, I would have to send it to Kaffemug. Okay, so the YOLO up B seems to have won. Wait, you get money for this? 50 crowns sent by me. That's the reward. 50 crowns. Alright, so this goes. We keep the YOLO up B. That's more than I win at my local. Man. Alright. So these are the last ones. We have Cloudberry, Bali, and me. Alright, let's do YOLO up B with this. Alright. So now I will let you. Now we have this one, which is Bali. If he wins, we have Bali over here. Oh, the air dodge read. Not dead. Screws goes by. Down tilt F smash. So that's one of them, and then we have Kaffemug with YOLO up B. Meow. So let me bring up a poll where we have which one? We have Bali or we have Kaffemug. Who are we supporting? Bali or Kaffemug today? Who are we supporting here? Low key, I actually kind of like the Kaffemug one more. Low key. I don't vote on these, by the way. So unless they're dead even. Unless they're dead even, I don't vote on them. So you guys are the ones to choose. It seems that Bali is winning by 1 vote. Bali is winning by 1 vote. Who's gonna ruin it? Who's gonna ruin it? Is there anyone gonna ruin it? Anyone? Anyone who's gonna ruin it? It's 5-4. It's 5-4. If it goes to even, I vote for Kaffemug. No! Wait! It's even! Ah, Bali lost. Bali lost. See ya, Bali. Alright, Kaffemug won. Bonus non-tournament clip of Bali with sauce. Alright, let's see. This is non-tournament, so this is bonus clip. This is bonus clip. Let's see it. Oh, double jump. Okay. Wait, that's kind of cool though. So he did double jump? Was that all true? There's no way that was true. The IDJ might have made it true. It's true? Nah, there's no way. Nah, he double jumped. He double jumped. You saw it. You saw it. Yeah, he double jumped. This is not true. There's no way. It might catch air dodge, but I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true. Kinda cool though. Alright, so Kaffemug is so to reiterate, we have Cloudberry, myself, and we have Ligefett. Alright, so let me just do I'm egotistical, so I wanna do me now. So now we have I would like to reiterate what my clip is. My clip is he's a 15 and he's dead. That's my clip. That is my clip, and then we have Kaffemug. We have Kaffemug here. Hey YOLO! I kinda like this. Although the funny thing is, if you whistled here, he would have fucking died. Lamau. Alright, but so we have poll. Question 1. Which one? Kaffemug. Pipwolf. There we go. And then the finalist is Cloudberry. So those two are the last two. It's kind of ironic that the person I am fearing to death is also the person who I'm fighting against in the clip. I hated my life in that clip. Good, as you should. You should clip town against me more often, by the way. Please do it. Please pick town against me more often. I would appreciate it, my friend. Reminder that if the vote goes to even, I vote for myself here. Because I am a selfish prick. So, I will vote for myself. I hate my life as well. Daft the fuck out, Lama. I thank you for the even, but I'm gonna have to vote myself on this one because I am a prick. I have never cringe. Lama! Sorry, dude. It's hard-earned 50 crowns. It's a hard-earned 50 crowns. I have to get. Alright, so then we have these two clips. We have, so let's repeat them. We have, he got hit by fair. So, this is the clip. He was at 15 and he died. And this is the other clip, as a fresh reminder. He was at 109. Bump, 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 bump. And he died. Hang on though. A percent of dying, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, I wanna do something. One sec. I'm gonna confuse people, but I don't care. 27, right? Okay, so this is gonna be the poll. So, which one? So, 15.7 or 27.3. There we go. There we go. So, 15.7 is my clip, 27.3 is his clip. No! No! Please, I robbed harder! Please! You can't! No! No! I deserve it, guys! Please! No! Please! No! No! Give me more, 6 more votes. I vote for myself. It's actually very hard to do. Nah, go fuck yourself. That is not hard. No! No! Help! You would never. I would, and you know it. Please, let me in. Alright, well, that's that. Alright. Cloudberry wins. So, the winner of this year's clip of the month. Oh, this 2 months clip of the month is Cloudberry with the following clip. Doesn't this make it twice that you won? Well, that's clip of the month.